Morning, everybody. You're welcome to the Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. And it's brought to you by Amstel Malta. Okay? Right. We're going to get down very quickly because we want to give everybody a chance. We are going to borrow a leaf from Wemimo, and today we'll have what she calls an open mic. The open mic is for you to say in a minute, or we'll extend it a bit, maybe 1.5 minutes, what you expect from the next president of your country. Or you can say what you don't expect of the next. You might say that, look, I'm not interested in this is what I don't want. My next president should be this, or my next president should not be this. There is a strict rule to this exercise because I know there are always mischief makers. There will be no names mentioned. Okay, this is not an opportunity either for you to start ridiculing people or for you to start promoting, all these party faithfuls saying this and that. No, there will be no names mentioned. Just let's have a clean discussion, very clean, discussion to say, oh, the next president must have this, or the next president shouldn't have that. Now, I have rules I go with, especially my own programs. Let us stick to the topic. Okay, I'm not interested in what Man U and Liverpool did the other day. Neither am I interested in the fact that Arsenal is now winning matches. I'm not interested in IPOP. I'm not interested in the Yoruba Nation for today, for this 1 hour. All I want to gauge people's feelings. Okay, that's the whole idea of the exercise. For us to even find out from our own people that, look, what exactly do you expect from the president? Do you want a Robin Hood who will go, maybe are you part of a section who says, okay, we want this president to go so that he can develop our own area? Are you looking at it from that narrow perspective? Feel free to express yourself, but mind your language, no names, okay? And I repeat, no names, no parties. Please. I will plead with everybody to please respect ourselves so that we don't play games with this. You think you can quickly slot in a name or not. If that happens, you will not be calling my own program. At least I will know how to do that. Okay, so let's sit back and let's just enjoy ourselves. Look, let me tell you something. In the midst of the hula baloo that is going on, the hula baloo amongst the politicians is none of your business. I repeat, is none of your business. The reason is very, very simple and clear. What a politician wants from a president is not what you want. What a politician gets from a president is not what you will get. So let's leave them. When they have sorted out the primaries and we now have candidates, when we get to that bridge, we will cross it. I'm going to be very careful this time around. I don't want anybody telling me I was the one who made you. I got a lot of that. People will say, Jimi Disu, you are the one who made me vote for Buhari. Now, we're not going to. These things that we do is to enlighten, and ginger you up. At the end of the day, the choice is still yours. So we will not take that. We will not take that. Anybody who says that I made him vote for anybody, I will sue him. I will sue. Okay. Let's try and see a bit of the fun in everything that we do. I must say there's a lot of tension making the rounds. People are tensed up, having arguments. For those who are close to me or have my number, please, when I finish programs, don't call me. The program ends at 10 and everything ends at 10. Let me go and live a normal life. Because when I finish at 10, I want to go and watch cartoons and watch football too can be just distressing, but I just want to relax, read a Hadley Chase novel or something like that. For those who have the habit or sending me messages on Instagram and Facebook the same question over and over again, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? Waiting now. Let me rest. Okay? I have the commander-in-chief. My own commander-in-chief is here of all the armed forces.
Sure, sir.
Is sitting next to me. You are not the one who. I should be what saying short.
Sure. Oh, okay, that's right.
You don't even know he works in the military. I remember Navy Captain Pierce is retired now. Of course, he must be retired. And I remember one day I was with him in Admiral Ahigbe's office or outside, and we were saying something like this. I said, anybody don't wear uniform as long as you don't salute with the left hand. I'm sure he doesn't remember he ever said that. The time Navy captain here, he said, uniform is actually anybody, as long as you don't salute with the left hand. And I found that quite odd, the Sheriff. How
it makes sense, though. Like,
yes,
how do you
salute with the left hand? Okay, so let's sit back, have some fun. We'll open up the lines. In between your suggestions, I will add, subtract, or completely dismiss or acknowledge this. But don't, we can be a bit critical of each other, but let's do it, with some decency. Okay, so let's go now. I'll take the first caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning, madam. How are you?
Yeah, my name is Alex.
Hey, Alex. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks.
Yes. So, what kind of president are you looking forward to?
Uncle Jimmy, before I go there, may I just point out something? Let me make some kind of, I won't say correction. I mean, I'll just give you my own opinion on something you started with. Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening to you. It's your turn.
Okay. Yes, of course. I don't think Nigerians should just sit back and wait for them to choose. I mean, to do their primaries and fold their arms. That's part of the cycle of poverty that we're experiencing.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like three people sit in a room and decide literally who the president will be, especially when they've captured the two major parties.
Yes.
I think Nigerians should be curious and should be more involved in choosing even who emerges as the party
at the party level. Okay,
that's where it goes wrong.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Thank you very much for your contribution. You've used your minutes. Well, yes, I agree 100% with Alex, and I think that I was misunderstood. What I just meant was that, look, instead of, yes, of course, you need to keep an eye on what's going on. I didn't say totally not look, but what I just said is don't stress yourself. I think my choice of words was wrong. So I thank Alex for the correction. Don't stress yourself because it's completely out of your control. They know what they want. What they want, and I repeat, Alex, in case you didn't hear, that what they want is different from what you want. Politicians, when they're picking their own candidates or whatever it is, are thinking of themselves, mainly who will carry them along. They're thinking of their constituencies. One of the candidates, I don't want to mention his name, made a slip the other day, I think when he went to Ondo, and he said that, we will make sure that all political appointments are made from delegates or whatever. Yeah, he said that. I saw it. I wasn't too happy that he was the one saying it. Something to the effect, he was giving them assurances that the party will be carried along at all levels. I said all. He said all. I didn't hear him say most. That they will be from party, And I said, there you go again. I would have thought that he would be saying something to the effect that look for who will move the country forward and so on and so forth. The clip that I saw was talking specifically about appointments, so that's what I meant when I said that you probably don't need to bother yourself more. But I'm not saying shut your eyes completely. Nice contribution from Alex. Okay, Alex, to be sorry for you, you can call again. I give you an exemption. You can call a second time. You have just 1 minute, so you have to decide what you want to say. I can give a little extra few seconds. Okay, but you have just 1 minute, so we can go around as much as possible. Yes, I have another caller here. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning, sir. How are you?
Well, good morning, sir. My name is Ayo. I'm calling from Ijaniki.
Yes.
Sir, I need a president that will give multinational space in this country, give them tax rebates so that there can be employment in this country.
Wow.
I need a president that will talk to traditional rulers along Lagos-Badagry Express, along Lagos-Ibadan Express, along Lagos-Abeokuta Express to issue lands to use to farm and provide mechanism for them to work, machines for them to work. I need a president who will encourage the youth to even start afresh, not a president that will use the youth as talk. I need a president that will carry the youth along, because by solving the problem of unemployment in Nigeria, we solve half of our problems. I need a president who has plans for Nigerian youth, and that is the person I'm going to vote for in 2023.
Wow. That's a very touching one. Have you been rehearsing this? He's gone. I wonder if he's been rehearsing this since Sheriff. But I like the way he put it, and I like his choice of words. You see, the youth have been used as cannon fodder, and I just hope that the youth will get it right this time around. Like he said, don't allow them use you as socks. The children are never. You can never see them as socks. You can never see them as Twitter warriors. You can never. They always keep a backseat. They're in their comfort zone. So don't allow people manipulate you just for a little whatever it is. Okay, so 0700 993. I don't even need to. The lines are buzzing, but for record purposes, 0700 993 993 and 01465 7190. That 01 number is for females only. I don't like to call it the female line. How can the line have gender? The line will have male and female. No, it's for female. It's for female listeners only. And there are no what do you call it, Philip? There are no waivers. The Inspector General is here. Inspector General of Nigeria. You don't salute with your left. Oh, it's your right. All right, let's go. Let's take another call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Morning, how are you?
Yes, sir. Fine, sir.
Yes.
I need a president that can unite this country.
Okay.
Because the country is so divided. And
Yes.
I need a president that
Yes.
loves this country so well that I can change everything.
Okay.
We need light, we need hospital, we need road, we need a place that we can be able to do businesses. We need job for our youth.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. How do we know a president who is kind? Is that what you said? I think so. He's kind. I was lost on that, but fair enough. Stands, reasonable. I like that. Let's take the next caller again. Hello, who's calling? Morning. Please, when you call, you have to state your name, please. Who's calling? Let's take the next caller again.
Hello.
I'm hearing myself. Just hold on. Hold on, let's sort this out. Hold on. Don't go. Hello? Hello, this must be a foreign caller, right? Yes. Hello, hold on, let's sort this out. Hold on.
Yeah, good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Don't
Can
go.
you hear me?
I'm hearing my voice again. You're calling Skype, Abby?
Yes, I'm calling from
Hello,
Skype.
this must be a foreign caller, right? Oh, no. We have problems with Skype. We're having what do you call it now? Okay, can you talk now?
Okay. Uncle Jimmy, good morning. A lovely program.
Morning.
I don't know why the talk is. Yeah. What I need in a president now is a president that can stand his own when other world leaders stand. Not a president that when we look at his facial representation or whatever, we look like he's been intimidated or he's timid. We need someone that can speak and people listen to. We need a president that wants to be a president, not because he wants to be a president, not because people want him to be a president, but because he wants to be the president. I need a president that can create jobs.
Okay.
That can create jobs. Yeah.
Okay.
Need a president that, and also very important, someone that at least he will be appealing. Also, it might not look important, but it's also important.
Yes.
You can look and he look good in the eyes.
Yes.
You know, he's not someone that which kind of man be this one? You know, all those things, I think they matter. Thank you very much.
Point noted. You were for president to Makalani. You don't want anybody who will feel intimidated. I like that, but I understand what you're saying. What you have said can be wrapped up in one word. You do need a president, I agree, who is charismatic. These things matter. When you look at your leader, you must be inspired. He must be able to look well, he must be able to dress well, and he must be articulate. He must be able to express himself in clear terms. Look, to be honest with you, governance has almost become a science. I am thinking maybe in the next 20, 30 years, there'll be little hubs set up, leadership courses for presidents only. A president must look presidential. Okay? A president must look presidential, even at governorship level. He must look, if the president should look presidential, the governor should look governorship. No, that's a joke. But charisma is very important and is quite key. And I do agree with you on that. For me, if all I will get from the next president of Nigeria is to look up to him in public and say to myself, that is my leader. And I hope that somebody will express the fact that it has to go all round, meaning preferably he should be a family man, where you can see him, his family, and so on and so forth, and know that is the representation of the kind of people that we are. These little things do matter. They do matter. I remember way back in the 80s, I was what do you call it now? I was approached for a job. And by the time they did the job, they also did behind the scenes. I didn't get to know immediately. They also did some findings on my wife. That okay, look, we want this man to be the image maker. Let's go find out if he's going to be representing us at various levels. Let's check out his wife and see what kind of a person that she is. These things matter. There's no point running away from it. If he's a bachelor, it's a different thing entirely. Then he's a bachelor. I think we've had one bachelor once. It was Obasanjo in his first outing. And, he had to, when he had public functions, it was my late aunt that had to go with him as his escort, the late Mrs. Emmanuel. And I remember her telling me that I wanted to say, God bless my auntie where she is, Francisca Emmanuel. May her soul rest in peace. So we do need a good representation of our values, both internally and externally. Who would stand up in public, and the wife would also be in public, be able to encourage our women and develop them, and so on and so forth. Okay, so how many minutes now? 9:22. I think we can take how many more? We have 3 minutes to go. I'll take 2 callers. The first caller is this. Okay. Morning, sir.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, good evening, morning.
Morning, how are you?
This is Tunji from Lagos.
Morning, Mr. Tunji, how are you doing?
Yeah, it's a good job you are doing there. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, for me, I need a president that will not turn London hospitals to a second home.
Why London hospitals?
That is the tradition now.
Okay. All right.
Secondly, I need a president that
so he can go to America.
What?
Okay, points noted.
That will reside in Nigeria with us.
Yes.
That will be up and running. Need a president that's a true Nigerian. I will praise ministers. And I will create an enablement for the country.
That is key. Thank you. That is key. Some of the things that government, don't believe you me, should be passed to the private sector. Even some of the big, like rail. Why don't we have a system, for example, where government lays the rails and you get private companies to run the trains? You can have that kind of thing as long as the enabling environment is there. The government doesn't own the trains that run on British Rail. You have Virgin, you have all kinds of various companies, Southeastern, and so on and so forth. Why don't you replicate what I'm saying? Instead of government wanting to provide everything. But that's that most this morning. We just want to know the kind of president that we have. I should take a break. Well, the Inspector General has rules that I should take a break. Being a small commissioner of police that I am in this studio, I have no other choice. So we'll take a break, and after that we'll come back and continue this exercise. So don't go away.
Hey, put a spotlight on me. Now let me tell you this. I used to care for the world's opinion.
And I used to fear their rejection.
Or more, I used to beg for validation.
And I used to wait to be seen.
But now, no more.
No more. Because my time, my own time is now. So what are you waiting for?
I'm still Malta. Be your best.
Hey, put a spotlight on me. Now let me tell you this. I used to care for the world's opinion.
And I used to fear their rejection.
Omo, I used to beg for validation.
And I used to wait to be seen.
But now, no more.
No more. No more.
Because my time,
My time?
My time.
my own time is now. So what are you waiting for?
I'm still Malta. Be your best.
You're listening to Jimi Disu right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's with Jimi Disu, brought to you by Amsterdam. And what we're doing today, in case you're just tuning in, is without mentioning any name, we want people to express themselves that they want or do not want in 2023. Okay, by the way, in case I get away, of course, they will meet tomorrow. They're tomorrow at 9 o'clock. So let's skip that. I have my guest. My guest is somebody who, on the day she was born, Yorubas have this thing called Idawo. On the day she was born, I was at Idawo from about 9 p.m. till about 6:30, 6:45, when I now went to Djibo to take a luxury bus at that time, Bendel Line, to Benin. One of these days, I'll tell you what happened on the 10-hour trip, on the day this lady that is coming tomorrow was born, Bola Lima Koju. She's my first cousin. She's also an ex-student of Queen's College. So all the Queen's Colleges, and someone to represent you again here tomorrow. You know, I'm a part-timer, I'm a guest old student of Queen's College. Back to today again. The lines are open. Remember, call from a quiet place. Mind your language. You have just about a minute. Okay, switch off the radio. In case you're listening to radio, you can listen to radio and listen to your voice at the same time. So I'll take the next caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, ma.
This is Bukola. The president who is not tribal, who has passion.
Yeah.
I can't President Jimmy that look exactly.
Why me?
Listening to you all this while you are very.
No, it's not like that. But thank you. Let me quickly say that I could never be a good president. Forget it. I could never be a good political animal. Maybe if you had a dictatorship, maybe if I was putting on military uniform. But I'm not a team player in all these things. Forget. And then don't also remember that in the world, just like in the kingdom of the ants, everybody has a role to play. I know I'm good at the job I'm doing, even if nobody tells me I know it myself. But let me boast a little bit. Let me intimidate this man. Let me boast a little. Well, Sheriff, am I not good at what I do? Yeah, you have no choice. I'm here. You don't know what the Alafi has passed on to me before he went. I know I'm good at what I do, but I don't think so. It's a military one, and I come back at everybody. Okay, so let's take another.
Somebody on Skype.
We have somebody on Skype. Where is he calling from? Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Where are you calling from? Where in the world are you?
I'm coming from UK, Uche.
Uche, how are you? What's the weather like?
Well, today, in my environment, I think it's just 8 degrees.
8 degrees. Where in the UK are you? What part of town?
I'm saying Norwich.
Norwich?
Yes, sir.
That's fantastic. I must find you out. Don't worry.
Thank you, sir.
All right. It'll be nice to get together with you. Okay, so let's hear your contribution.
Yeah, for me, I want a president that will make Nigeria a conducive environment for people like us to come back home.
Yes.
And I also want a president that's charismatic and understand the economy. I want a president that obey and enforce the rule of law in Nigeria. That's actually even my key, and economy, security. That understand the security architecture of Nigeria and how to play the ethnic politics. That's the kind of president I want.
So until you get that president, you're not coming home. Come home. Me I did for home now. Let's all come home and repair this thing.
I don't want loss.
No loss. I will fish you out in Norwich one of these days. Sit and have a beer with you. Okay. All right. Yes, I mean it sounds quite reasonable. I'm happy we're getting calls from abroad too. Maybe we'll be able to. Let's take another. Hello. Good morning. Okay. Morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
Morning.
Timothy calling, first time caller.
Mr.
I need a president that can seal our pound, our Nigerian money. I need a president that can go over them. Never seen that money. So the president will go. Not that when the president go up, I want the president to go upon them that are stealing this our country money to.
Okay. You want president may carry gun, go shoot the people, wait up our money. Is that what you are saying? It's gone. Okay, it's gone. But I understand what he probably means is he wants a president who has zero tolerance for corruption. I think that the reality on that is that unfortunately, any president who is going to run this country will have to be a bit accommodating when it comes to corruption. We're talking as adults now. We're talking reality. The rate of corruption is so bad. It's so bad that it's almost like 8 out of 10. Yes, because even people like us who are not even in government, those of us in government, we have a bit of tolerance for and it's done by the system. Where does that start from? A permanent secretary cannot rent a flat in Bode Thomas on his salary. On his own salary, legitimate salary, he cannot. A permanent secretary cannot send 2 children to even the cheapest private school. You know, a permanent secretary on his salary might not even be able to get a car loan to buy himself a car. You know, so the truth of the matter is that everybody is now on a beg, borrow, or steal syndrome. That is no excuse for it, but that's the reality. People have to go the extra mile outside their legitimate, and we always have tolerance for it. You will take money, but at least then you have all kinds of things. Let him do that, let him do this. So the honest to God truth is, if you have a president in Nigeria who is looking for somebody for a set of 36 persons across the 36 states of Nigeria to form a cabinet who have not been involved in corrupt practices at all, you go try. All of us are complicit in this, and we should all take the blame. But we will keep at it. We will try as much as possible. But in doing so, we also need to create the enabling environment. Here, this is the same Nigeria that was before, where if you worked for government or you worked in the private sector, you walk up to a point, you get a mortgage. We don't have an active mortgage, whatever here. You get a mortgage so you can buy yourself a comfortable house to retire to. And then look at pensions. Okay, look at pensions. That's another albatross that is around our neck. You work from when you're about 24 to when you're about 60, then you find that you cannot even get your pension. Even though the pension itself is not worth, even the little that is yours, you can't get it. You can't get your gratuity. And it's amazing that I found some of the candidates who are maybe like governors, former governors before, you're not paying pensions, and now you say you want to aspire to the center. I don't know how that works, but that's a story for another day. So yes, we would have to the truth is we have to have a bit of allowance for that. But what we want is what we want. Not be so. Let's keep at it. Hello, good morning. Morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, sir. Who's calling?
My name is Wilson.
Your name is?
Wilson, calling from Banana.
Mr. Wilson, you're calling from Banana?
Yes, sir.
Banana what?
Banana Island, sir.
This is a big man. Big shot.
Jimmy, God will bless you.
God will bless you to you where you don't do Banana Island. Me where I just stay for you.
God will continue to keep you long life for us.
Amen.
Well done, sir. When I talk back to the matter, as for me, a president that will know what it takes to rule a nation.
Yes.
At least you should know that you are there for the people of the country.
Mm-hmm.
Not just unlike the other time when somebody was entering, he said, I am for nobody, I am for everybody. But when you get to the street, everybody knows that no, it was just a verbal word. So we want a president who knows that, at least president that would run the country and cut down the cost of governance.
Yes.
So that now all this issue of fuel, we have a president that said, okay, we have to be using our own product. But when it comes to them in the Aso Rock and other states, they will be importing things for themselves, and the common product of this country, they cannot make use of it. Like most of those people in Aso Rock, they eat foreign rice like basmati rice, but the country rice is expensive for
you don't go there. You don't chop for there where you know say na basmati then they chop.
I know. Okay.
When I go there now, father I chop.
Eh?
I say I chop
yes.
for father.
That is just the truth.
Okay, I know your point.
Because we want a president who's
okay, your 1 minute is up.
Thank
you very much, Mr. First Time Caller. Your time is up. He said that in Aso Rock they chop basmati. How do you know? Have you been there? Did somebody take away from say I'm just coming from Aso Rock? This is the rice that they chop there. I think it's a bit more than that. Though I understand the symbolism of what you're saying, but I think it's a bit more than that. It's a bit more than that. I think that there are about 10 basics that are far more important than what kind of rice left to one of the candidates. They shouldn't be eating at all. one of the left to him. If that man, the candidate I'm thinking of, if he ever lays his hands on government, there will be a revolt in the civil service. I can assure you. But we do have to cut the cost of governance. There's no running away from it, and we have to open up. We have to open up governance to local enterprise so that they can grow. For example, I don't see why a government in Nigeria will not be buying and assembled in Nigeria cars as official cars. I don't see why not. If you have, for me, once you have an equivalent of something that is either manufactured or assembled in Nigeria, you'll be creating more employment. So be it. But let's get to basics. Today is just a free day. Okay, we'll take another. Our lines are buzzing. Buzzing. Hello, good morning. No, we lost that one. Hello.
Hello.
Morning.
Hello, Jimmy. Yeah, this is Alex back. I know you said that.
I give you a caviar. What do you call it, Philip?
Yeah, you see, I want a president who will bring back our dignity as a people.
Yes.
I want a president, a listening president. Part of the agitations we have all over the country, because, our people in the position of authority do not listen. They're not listening to the people.
Yes.
I want a listening president. I want a president who will use the instrumentality of government for the benefit of all Nigerians. I want a president who will focus more on prosperity than empowerment. We don't need empowerment anymore. Our politicians should start speaking that language. No developed society talks about empowerment. They talk about prosperity. I want a president who will be faithful to his pledge. I pledge to Nigeria, my country. Look at the words of that short verse. The words are so strong. I want a president who will be faithful to the pledge.
Yes.
I want a president who has respect for ethics, not just laws.
Yes.
Ethics. And then I want a president who has strong international partnerships, relationships. That's it.
Okay, thank you very much. Of all the things that Alex said, the one that touched me and almost moved me to tears, believe you me, of all the things that she said so many things, but the one that touched me, it was like a pinch, like a shock treatment, is I want a president who will bring back our dignity. We've lost it. In the eyes, both Nigeria, in the eyes of Nigerians, and in the eyes of the international world, we are almost now nobodies. In the eyes of even our own Nigerians, we have almost become nobodies. Our dignity is rock bottom. Every Nigerian wants to do anything but Nigerian. They want to go anywhere. They want to send their children to school in Kenya, send their children to school in Tanzania, send their children to school in Ghana, send their children to school in Benin Republic. Anywhere but Nigeria. Our dignity is rock bottom. Reason is very simple. We have not, in the last only God knows how many years, produced our first 11 in leadership. And it is something we need to talk about. And it is something we need to acknowledge if we are going to move forward. Nowadays, you see your top government officials in public, at international fora and most places. Even you, as you don't feel that Nigerian. They tell you, oh, the one Nigerian leader is going to deliver a speech at this conference. You're not even interested. But the day you have a Ghanaian president, you want to listen to him. And it's what she said. That word dignity is all encompassing. It's all encompassing. You know, you might have a president, for example, that you don't agree with on certain things. You might have a president who does one or two things that you can't tolerate. But the what we have had in the past is our dignity is as a people is almost gone completely. We need somebody who's going to bring back that dignity, who you will look at and say, this number one black nation in the world, that is their leader. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see what decision we're going to make. Let's take another call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, man.
I'm calling from my grand sister Chi.
What's your name now?
I'm Sister Chi.
Sister?
Chi.
Chi?
Yes.
Okay. Go on, man.
I'm calling from Ajegunle.
Yes, man. AJ.
I want a president who will give us love. Because there is no love. I didn't there is love. All these killings would have been stopped.
Yes.
When there is love, there will be peace. And when there is peace, there will be unity. And when there is unity, all things that we want to get them, poverty will be eradicated. So that our fertile land, the agriculture that we have, will be back. So that's the kind of presence I want.
Okay. Thank you very much, madam. Your point is noted. You want a president that will give you... Is it to give us love or to be a loving president? I think maybe we should put it that way. Who, rather than love himself, loves his people. When I remember when I was young, when I was a young boy on the streets of Lagos, how we believed that Gawan loved us and we used to love Gawan way back then. I remember every time I looked up, in fact, when I look up at the leaders of that time, when I look at the late Mobolaji Johnson as the governor of Lagos, the kind of love, on the day, for example, when I was in the Methodist Boys High School, when we were having, once a year, we'd have what they call the marathon. We'd have a marathon, we'd run whatever. He would come down from his car. I remember the late Admiral Way too. He did that once or twice. Stop all the road closed, come down and cheer you on. You know, when these people stood up in public, we loved them. Some people didn't love them. You can't love everybody. But we loved them. Because, let's face it, you needed to see Gawan, charismatic person. You needed to hear him talk. You needed to, I remember when was it the Queen that came here? I can't remember. And also when he visited the UK. You were proud to be a Nigerian. You looked up to him way back then. Decent man. Okay. Those days I hope will come back at least before I hit abort the flight that is moving around. Let's take another one. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. That is you.
Morning.
Carol.
Yes.
I just need a president that will not go abroad to go and take medication.
Okay.
That's what I want.
Okay. Okay, so he needs a president that will go to General Hospital. But if I were to translate what he said go abroad to take medication. So he can buy the medication here, but you don't want him to drink it when he gets abroad. Is that what it means? No, that's not what it is. Don't kill me. I understand what he means. Okay, I think we can take a few more callers. The takers, I'm sure, are close by. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Uncle Jimmy. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Hello, Uncle Jimmy.
I can. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yes, sir. Who's calling?
This is Edet calling from Ipaja.
Edet.
Yes, sir.
How about you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The kind of president I want is a president that will, like you used to say, that will stand and give speech without looking at paper. I will want a president that will stand in front of the press, and the press are asking him questions, and he will answer all the questions intelligently. Not the one that will be saying The one that will go to meet other presidents outside the country and have meetings with them, intelligent meetings.
Yes.
Not the one that will be sending people to go and represent him. So that's the kind of president I want. That is eloquent and well spoken. That's the kind of president I want.
Okay. All right. So he doesn't want a president that will be saying M. Let's take another one. Hello, good morning. Hello, morning.
Good morning, Uncle Jim.
Morning, Pastor.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine.
My name is Yinka Serrano.
Okay, I thought it was a pastor. What's his name now? Okay, please go on. Is it Maosa?
Well, you make me to be proud of my state, Lagos.
Yes.
Each time you talk about Lagos, I'm 73 years old.
Yes, sir.
And I've seen the best thing. But each time you talk about Lagos, I'm sad at what is happening now.
Yes.
Before somebody can be a president, what has he done for his community?
Yes.
And we should look at the family,
yes.
the wife and the children.
Yes.
What are they doing? If they're not doing anything to uplift an average Nigerian,
yes.
why should that person come to contest for presidency?
Yes.
Well, we have to look at that critically.
Yes.
And it is very, very important.
Yes.
Because we had that before, but we've lost it along the line.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
You are doing a very good job.
Thank
and
you.
So many people are praying for you.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Please take care of yourself, sir.
I'll be fine. God willing. Thank you very much. I think I don't know whether it was Sir or Ma. I couldn't. Was it a man or a woman? It's a woman. Okay. Mrs. Serrano. Yeah, I think the point.
That's Italian, by the way.
Sorry?
I think that's Italian.
I know it's Brazil.
Serrano.
Serrano is Brazil now.
Okay. No, I'm not.
Portuguese, Brazil.
Okay.
Correct.
Not too bad.
I don't know if it was the same Serrano that worked in LSDPC some years back. Probably. Anyway, the point she made is valid. Family, I think for once, let us put family values as one of the premiums. I think because from there, the way a man runs his family is a fair idea of his character. You know, if you look at a man, you look at his wife and children, we are not saying that he must be married. So that's not what we're saying. But the way a man runs his family, the way, you know, his family around him, will give you a fair idea of the kind of person that he is. And unless we go back to these values, we are not going anywhere. We are not going anywhere unless we go back to these values. And it's very, very crucial. Very, very crucial. In fact, I would have loved a situation where man, wife, and children attend all the campaign rallies. When we have these debates, I would love if those who put it together broadcasting say that, look, let them come with their wives and children. Let's see their family. There must be a representation, a presidential couple or whatever it is, must be a representation of the kind of values we want to promote in Nigeria. And if he has 4 wives, let him bring all the 4. Yes, now. It's not an offense. If his religion allows it, why not? But these things would show us clearly when you look at a man's family structure. It will give you a fair idea, you know, of the composition of such a person. Unless you see these little details, I'm glad I set out this program today because these little details, they're very, very crucial in making your decision. Don't vote for somebody just because it's from your hometown. or just because it's this. It might not make your life any better. But let's at least know somebody about 60% and leave the rest to God. Okay, it's 9:51, which means I can only take one more. So who will be my last caller for the day? Hello, good morning.
Ambassador Musa.
Ambassador Musa. Okay, good morning. How are you? Please go on.
Sir.
Yes.
Uncle Jimmy.
Yes.
The kind of president I would love to see in Nigeria here. I don't need a magician. I don't need a Penarabo Jamloka. I need a president that will sit in Aso Rock, that will appoint a minister, give him a target. Minister of Health, go and fix the health sector. In 1 year, if you fail, I'll sack you.
Yes.
I want to say, minister, it's for work. Go and fix Nigerian road. If you fail to do that, in 1 year, I'll sack you. I want to say, president, I'll fix minister for education. Go and fix education in Nigeria here. If you fail, I'll sack you. Not just all of them. Do their target. I don't even just sit in one, even if they be on wheelchair.
Yes.
President, but do the target. Not that your minister will be there for 3-4 years. He will not perform. You have it all over. No, I don't want that one. That's what we need. Financial, I want dollar to become 10 naira. Can you do it? If you cannot do it, let me fix that person. If you cannot do it 1 year, I'll sack you. That's the kind of president I want in Nigeria.
Okay, thank you very much. But if you were the president, at the end of the day, you have no cabinet, you'd have sacked everybody. Okay, that's where we kill me. That's where we landed for today. I'm glad we enjoyed ourselves, and I think we might do it again. We might do it across the board for various positions as we move on. I'm beginning to see the importance in all that to gauge what our people actually do want. And I think that the politicians will find this very, very helpful in bringing forward a candidate. So that's where we landed for today. I'd like to thank my Commander-in-Chief, Inspector General Shamsa. You don't stamp your 2 feet. It's only one. Oh, it's the right foot.
Sorry.
I was thinking this man, the man no will be. He wants to salute with his left hand. We'll be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow, I said, will be Diabumi, and it's a real pleasure for me because my guest tomorrow was practically born. She's in her 40s now. She's a big woman, a big babe, but she was born into my hand. Maybe tomorrow I'll tell you 2 minutes of the story of what happened during her Idaho. Most of the people at that Idaho now, I don't know, most of them are gone. They're my big ones. But we'll do that. And by the way, Fabio Landekwekun goes home on Thursday. He goes home on Thursday. May his path be smooth. All of you know the late Fabio, 80, our senior journalist. Thank you very much, Sheriff. Yes, God bless you all. And Philip, God bless you all. Sure. I'll be back again tomorrow, 9 o'clock. Meanwhile, the techers will show up any minute from now.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.